A sandwich? You got 4 weeks to step out of the country? I can't believe you people would eat these beautiful creatures. Oh my God, what are you doing? I am so disgusted.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. President Trump celebrating his single greatest string of wins ever at the Supreme Court today by making good on a campaign promise and wielding his new unlimited power. Or at the very least, reasserting his presidential obligations under the Constitution, Article 2, to defend our nation and fix somebody who didn't defend our nation, the previous administration, that allowed for parasitic invasion armies to wash and break on our shores and destroy our homeland. They tried to do it, and Donald Trump is fixing it right now. It's an awesome story, and it starts right here with Kamala Harris nervously explaining the scheme to relocate hundreds of thousands of Haitians into the heartland to forever change what we know as the Midwest and effectively just import Haiti, the single most dysfunctional, low IQ country in the Western Hemisphere, anarcho-tyranny state, crime-ridden, murder rates through the roof. Kamala Harris thought all those people needed to be sent to Ohio.
That is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
They need support and protection. From who exactly? Who do they need support and protection from? Because, you know, the second they actually got here, they started attacking and fighting Border Patrol, looting, behaving, well, I mean, like the third world, right? This is import the third world, get the third world. Who can remember these photos, right? The Border Patrol. Yeah. Well, yeah. Welcome to your country. Here you go. This is welcome to your nation. Here's your country now. Thank you, Kamala Harris. But lucky for us, Democrats get votes, right? Yeah. Democrats can import the voters. Bring them here, addict them to welfare. Better than anything you got in Haiti. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, then you get permanent Democrat voters. President Trump said that's not going to fly under my administration, and so we are going to do something about it. Now, Donald Trump promised to do this when he was debating Kamala Harris in the famous only debate that he had with Kamala. He famously said, they're eating the dogs and the cats, and that's not what we do here.
President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Donald Trump, of course, was right. This has been proven now, demonstrably, that criminal aliens eat household pets and swans out of a lake. There's cases actually all around the country of situated protected animals and so on, wildlife. Import the third world, become the third world. Now, that commentary, of course, created its own little viral news cycle, becoming the single most popular TikTok trend during the 2024 election.
The dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat.
I thought about these dances.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Number one TikTok trend, and also very popular with dogs, right? Yes, this is right. This is Donald Trump getting the dog vote, of course, defending dogs. Somehow. Good. Yeah. Good job. There you go. Right. Well, you know what? They may have eaten their last dog, if you know what I mean. Here we go. DHS has announced on the heels of President Trump getting a rollback of district court injunctions at the Supreme Court today, Donald Trump has wasted zero time in terminating temporary protected status, what Kamala Harris was bragging about there. More than 500,000 Haitians in the U.S., 500,000 Haitians in the U.S. had TPS status. Unbelievable. Arguing the conditions in Haiti have improved enough for them to return home, allowing Haitians to remain in contrary to the national interests of the United States. That is correct. Yes, allowing the Haitians to remain is contrary to the national interests of the United States. TPS for these Haitians will expire in August. So they have 1 month, a little more than 1 month, and the termination will take place in September, effectively giving Haitians 2 months to leave the country or find another form of relief or legal status. DHS statement. This decision restores integrity to our immigration system and ensures that temporary protected status is actually temporary. The environmental situation in Haiti has improved enough that it's safe for Haitians to go home where they belong. We encourage these individuals to take advantage of the department resources in returning to Haiti, which can be arranged through the CBP Home app. Haitian nationals pursue lawful status through other immigration requests if eligible. There it is right here. You ate your last cat. There you go. DHS cancels temporary protected status for Haitians. There you go. More than 500,000 Haitians currently have TPS in this country. Arrivals from Caribbean states stood at the center of election controversy. President Trump's assertion that they were eating the dogs and cats. You know, who won that one, right? Closing time, Haitians. Time to pack up and go back to your tropical paradise. The park waterfowl everywhere rejoice. That's right. See ya later. They have 2 months to leave. Big victory for America, especially the good people of Springfield, Ohio, who's been inundated by these people. It really begs the question. Why not go make your own country great? Something I've really wondered for a very long time, right? Like, if these are like the best people and the most valuable people to any society, right? The doctors, the engineers, right? The best and the brightest is what libs always say. Why aren't they doing that in their own country? Why aren't they making their own country? Hey, I thought Haiti was already great. Like, why not go make Haiti great again? Here's a wonderful opportunity to do that. 4% of the entire population of Haiti entered the United States through irregular means during the Biden administration. 4% of the whole country. 6% of the population of Nicaragua, Cuba, and Honduras entered the United States since January 2021. 6%. Look at this. Like, significant percentages of these entire nations are coming here. And what happens here is then you no longer have a country, meaning what you've done is you've just brought in Haiti. You just turn Ohio into Haiti. It ceases to be Ohio anymore. It just becomes Haiti. Kamala Mayorkas created a program where 2 times as many inadmissible alien Haitians are flown into the interior of the United States than there are babies born in the entire state of Ohio. Wow. What an unbelievable chart here. Ohio babies born. Look at this. Haitians brought into Ohio. That's insane. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. This is, it's just, you know what they're doing. It's like obvious what they're doing here. They're just trying to flip Ohio. That's all they're trying. They're trying to get people, they just get them addicted to welfare. You bring them in here. They don't speak the language, can't work, get them addicted immediately on welfare, get anchor babies, and then you're in the course of a generation, you're able to California, Ohio, right? Wow. Haitian illegal aliens. Being around Haitians is a death sentence, according to Ayanna Presley. New information puts the Biden TPS policy into even darker light. Destination state. States that voted for Trump, states that voted Biden. Man. Good for them. Incredible. Trump's doing the same thing with Venezuelans, moving 300,000 plus Venezuelans back to Venezuela. Supreme Court has ruled that Trump can do that. Obviously, I'm sure this will be challenged, but who cares? We win. It did allow me to go back and find some of my favorite edits ever on the internet. The eating the cats and dogs scene was wild. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a moment for us to pray for Hassan Piker, Twitch streamer, far left, dirty communist Marxist, who's never, as far as I know, given a penny to anyone, never ever practiced what he preached, gotten done really anything. Charitable, lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion, makes unspeakable amounts of money, but still calls himself a communist. So strange. There's so many communist countries. Why not go live in one of them? Why not go live in Haiti, Hassan? Anyway, maybe Hassan can go live in Haiti. And he can sing this song on the way.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. And this is what's happening. Dogs. People on television.
There have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is...
The people on television said my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
But the
television.
people on
I'm taking it from
television
the city
saying the
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs.
See everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.
And this is what's happening. People on television.
Yeah.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating